All of the time, I see people complain about how toxic social media is and how bad it is for society and all of that whatnot. And if you are one of the people who believes those things, if you think that social media is bad or evil or something along those lines, that is more of a reflection of you than anything about social media. Because at the end of the day, your explore page and your content watch history or whatever it's called is a reflection of you. If you are somebody who seeks out negativity, then you will find negativity. You will see all of the gossip, you will see the people fighting, you will see the violence, you will see the mindless nonsense all over your feed. But if you are the type of person who seeks out personal development and has interest in bettering themselves, then that is what you will find. On your explore page, you could find nonsense. You could find people making get ready with me videos or making jokes about nothing, or everybody reposting the same exact words, the same exact quotes with the same exact audio about the same exact nothingness. You could find memes, you could find weird little gifs or gifs, however it is that you say it, from movies repurposed to be some sort of joke or something like that. Or you could find ways to better yourself. You could find people teaching you how to make money. You could find people teaching you how to improve your mindset. You can find people teaching you how to drop your vices or telling you how to get in shape. You can find all of those things in the exact same places. There is nothing about social media that makes it inherently bad, but at the end of the day, you are always going to find what it is that you seek. If you seek out nonsense, you will find nonsense. If you seek out substance, you will find substance. It is the exact same way with all other mediums, and it has been since presumably the beginning of time, or at the very least since they started putting out different ways to entertain yourself. You could turn on the TV and you could find all kinds of nonsense. You can watch the lies on the news, you can watch sitcoms, you can watch TMZ and reality shows. Same exact thing with Netflix. You can keep up with the Kardashians, or you can see the Avengers avenging things, or Superman supermaning, or whatever else it is that they have on Netflix. Or you could go find some sort of documentary and you can learn something. You can learn about money, you can learn about various pharmaceuticals or scandals or things that happened in history that may or may not be real, and the factual nature of those things isn't super relevant to my point. The point is that you could find things to stimulate your mind, or you could find things to rot your brain. Whichever one it is that you go on there looking for, you will find. Same thing with the TV. You can watch music videos and My 600 Pound Life, or that thing that they used to have with the little fat country girl who did, I don't know, fat child beauty pageants or something. I don't know what it is that they did, but either way, you understand the point. You could find a bunch of nonsense, or you could find a bunch of substance. You can learn things, or you can make yourself stupider. Most people choose the latter and then they blame the medium for doing so, but it is not the fault of the medium. People understand, or naturally, inherently, maybe not naturally, inherently know that if you want to be learn something, you could go read a book. But the same thing is true of a bookstore. You could walk into a bookstore, you could find books on finance, you could find books on philosophy, you could find books on spirituality, you could find workout guides, you could find nutrition guides, you could find random accounts of history. You can increase your religious knowledge or spiritual knowledge, or whatever it is that you like. You could go in there and learn about anatomy and the human body. You can go learn about whatever it is that you would like to learn about. But in the exact same bookstore, you could find a bunch of books about nothing. You can find romance novels about women who fall in love with dinosaurs that are combined with people. I don't know what the centaur version of a dinosaur and a man is, but that. I'm sure you could find love stories about centaurs. You could find comic books. You could go sit in there and read Batman, or you can learn about serial killers. Whatever it is that floats your boat, you can find in that bookstore. Knowledge and nonsense exist in the same place in all mediums, and what it is that you come across will be what it is that you seek. So If you are a person who thinks that there is nothing of substance to be found on social media, is because you are the type of person who does not seek out substance. You can find things to better yourself wherever it is that you look. If you are looking for things to better yourself, the same way that people go on YouTube and they watch videos of kids opening up toys or grown men keeping their hand on a car for as long as they can to see who gets the car or some other nonsensical stuff like that. You can also find you can learn how to invest in stocks or flip real estate or buy crypto or start up a vending machine company or drop ship on Amazon or whatever it is that you would like. You can learn how to start and scale a clothing company on YouTube, or you can spend all of your time listening to people make scientific breakdowns about whether or not 100 people can beat up a gorilla, or you can watch people talk about other people. You can watch the influencer YouTube people who spend all of their time discussing and trying to tear down other people, or you can watch people that will build you up. Your experience in the world is always going to be what it is that you set out to find. If you are only encountering negativity, it is because you are only seeking out negativity. And excuse me. If you are not finding anything of substance, it's because you are not looking for anything of substance. The medium is never the problem. Social media is not destroying the world. People are destroying the world if you believe that the world is being destroyed. The user is always the problem, not the thing being used. It is the exact same thing. Like, there are some dumb people who run around and blame firearms for the ills of the world. The firearm is not the problem. It is the user of the firearm. Everything is just neutral. It exists as it is until you go and put some sort of value to it, until you try and do something with it. And the thing that you try and do with it will dictate what that thing will be. So if the experience that you have with things sucks, it's because you suck.